If you've played open-world games, you know they handle vast environments seamlessly. This magic often comes down to a technique called culling, only rendering what the player can see. Did you know web apps have a similar technique? It's called UI Virtualization, and it can massively boost performance for data-heavy applications. Let's dive in to learn how it works and why it's so powerful. UI Virtualization in web development works much like culling in games. In a game, objects that are outside the player's view aren't rendered. Similarly, in web apps, UI Virtualization ensures that only the elements currently visible on the screen, or nearby, are rendered. The rest are temporarily skipped to save resources. This technique is particularly useful for applications with large amounts of data, such as tables with thousands of rows or infinite scrolling lists. Instead of rendering everything at once, only the items in the viewport are created and displayed. Imagine you're scrolling through a long list of items. Without virtualization, every single item in that list would exist in the DOM, whether it's visible or not. This can lead to significant performance issues, like lag and memory overload. With UI Virtualization, only a small number of items that are visible on the screen, or just outside it, are rendered. As you scroll, the components are reused, with new data loaded into them dynamically. This reduces the number of DOM nodes and keeps things fast. In game development, culling ensures that objects outside the player's view are not rendered, keeping memory usage and frame rates in check. Similarly, UI Virtualization ensures that web apps don't overwhelm the browser by rendering only what's visible. For games, it's about optimizing complex, real-time graphics. For web apps, it's about handling large datasets or complex UIs smoothly. Both techniques focus on efficiency, but the implementation varies significantly based on the medium. Imagine a dashboard or spreadsheet app where you need to display thousands of rows of data. UI Virtualization makes scrolling through that data feel seamless. Think of social media feeds. Content loads dynamically as you scroll, with only the posts in view being rendered. Shopping apps showing products or image-heavy gallery apps benefit greatly from virtualization to keep the interface snappy. In messaging apps, recent messages or those in view are rendered, while older messages load only when you scroll to them. Frameworks and libraries like React Virtualized, React Window, and Angular CDK make it simple to add virtualization to your app. These tools handle a lot of the complexity for you. A key tip for successful implementation is ensuring consistent element heights in lists or grids. Any mismatch can cause awkward jumps in scrolling. Also, consider lazy loading for other resources like images to complement UI Virtualization for an even smoother experience. UI Virtualization, much like culling in games, is a performance optimization superpower. It ensures your web apps can handle data-heavy interfaces without breaking a sweat. Whether you're building a data dashboard, a social media feed, or an e-commerce platform, this technique is a must-know. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on optimizing your web apps.